Grinding all my life. Sacrifice, time to pay the price. Something, I've been grinding all my life. Hey, shouts out to Nipsey Hussle. In the place to be, bro. God bless the dead, first and foremost. Make sure that everyone that is dead, make sure that you speak their name today. Because there was a old proverb that was once said that if you don't mention the dead's name, they will die twice. So make sure that you remember that on this beautiful occasion. And while I welcome you to another beautiful occasion called the Lomain's Asylum Show, welcome to another installment of an episode. It's your humble host, Lomain. Got plenty other AKAs in this place to be. I could go through all of them, but today I'm gonna just go through the brand newest one that we got coming out of the woodworks, and that brand new AKA is Black Hawk Down. Okay, shouts out to my native side. Everyone knows that if you know where the Black Hawk Down happened, that is where I reside from, or that is where my family resides from, I should say. Now, I got a lot of big things to talk to you about today. Now that Black Hawk Down AKA will definitely play into this moniker, and we will explain that AKA more to you on this sit down today. But today, I want to unpack a few things. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about things that have been going on in pop culture. Is that the best way to put it? Or like sub pop culture, I should say. Because this ain't no Beyonce or like Jay-Z type shit, but this is I should say about 10 levels down from that. It's not so pop, but it is in the same fucking tree line of some sorts. I do want to talk about the No Jumper thing. If you guys don't know what No Jumper is, No Jumper was made by this man named Adam22. Adam22 used to bring on all these underground rappers on that platform, and then he would interview all the underground rappers. Now, guys, I think we passed, and I'm so glad that I could experience this side too. We experienced the new age of underground, and we experienced all that going on at the same time that SoundCloud was popping off. Now, all the underground rappers were booming on SoundCloud at this time. Now, he found a niche. He found a perfect niche, actually. He sat down with all these booming ass SoundCloud rappers that no one ever heard about, but they have millions of views on their songs. He sat down with them, talked to them about their life, their beefs, everything that they got going on, from names all the way from XXX Tentacion to I believe he sat down with Tekashi before Tekashi was Tekashi. So this man built a great platform. I'm not going to take that away from him. The No Jumper platform is one of the biggest platforms damn near here on the west side, or should I say in the country, but definitely on the west side, but the country for sure. Now, this man, Adam22, hired a few people to come down to his show. It's like me, Lomain here, hiring a few more other personalities and having them, run a Wednesday show, run a Thursday show. So you would still get the installments of the Lomain's Asylum Show on Tuesdays with me, but you would get a plethora of other shows with other personalities. And that is amazing to me. I think that's where success lands. Everyone comes together under one platform, and y'all try to take over the world together collectively. It sounds great on paper, ladies and gentlemen. That shit sounds amazing on paper. Hey, let's all get this money. Let's get to success. And on paper, again, it sounds great because you have no other pushback, or there's no other option for you to go for, and this is the only main option that can hold or acquire fruitful, beneficial things at the end, if you know what I'm trying to say. So things that would bear fruit for you is what I'm trying to say. Now, everything was bearing fruit for this man on the No Jumper. He got people AD, shouts out to AD. He used to be a rapper, an underground rapper again, but he was more of a personality. He didn't like to interview people. I recently just found that out right now, which is kind of crazy to me because like this nigga came on No Jumper, like the No Jumper, like all y'all do on that is interview people and talk to people and like ask them questions. We come to this platform to get more about hip hop, to get more about this. And if you don't like to interview people, yeah, like that's kind of that's kind of weird. But that's just besides the point. That's besides the whole point. AD got signed on. After AD got signed on, T-Rel, the homie, got signed on. Now, the homie T-Rel, he used to run around with Tyga. If you guys don't know who T-Rel is, make sure to do your Googles. Back on Fig. Shouts out to Back on Fig. Shouts out to, Community. Shouts out to both of those podcasts on the side, and we're going to talk about more on that right now. So, you had AD, you had T-Rel, you had people, the personalities such as Flacco. Now, I'm just going to say this on clear outright on the Low Main's Asylum show. That nigga Flacco on that No Jumper show is the main reason why I'm going to stop watching No Jumper now. Because that nigga's annoying. Annoyinger than fuck. Like, yo, I have a stuttering problem. Everybody knows that I got a stuttering problem. Sometimes I can't get my words out. So I pause. And then I just wait until that shit is gone, and then I try to speak again. Now, to all you able-bodied all you abled language motherfuckers out there, y'all don't have to worry about shit like that. As a matter of fact, all my able linguistic motherfucking friends out there sometimes laugh when I have like a little stuttering kind of like tick. I just had one right there, with the saying the word stuttering. So sometimes I get a tick, and it's not anything else other than my stuttering comes from I think faster than what I speak. So I'm gonna be thinking point A to point Z while I'm still defining the preface quote of Plan A. Like, I didn't even get to Plan A yet, but I'm already thinking about Plan A to Plan Z. So my mind is just going a lot faster than my mouth. And then sometimes my mouth tries to catch up. Then, it's just like a rush hour, Try to put too much cars on the highway and then you can't go anywhere. So that nigga's annoying as fuck to me. Because why? He sits there all damn day with a stutter that he doesn't even try to do anything about. No types of remedies, no types of nothing. This nigga's just up there. And like, I shouldn't be talking about people like this. I shouldn't. But we are today. This nigga's like purely fucking like, he just seems dumb as fuck. Dumb as fuck. He asked a drill rapper from New York. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this drill rapper has many beefs in the New York tri-state area. Many fucking ops in that area. And he had the fucking audacity to ask this man this question that was the most dumbest fucking question I've ever heard in my life. He's like, so, yeah, man, I used to watch all your lives when you were running down on the ops block and like, you were trying to, take one of them out and turn them into a pack. Now, I just want to ask you, while you were on live running through your ops hood, what was going through your mind at this time? How fucking dare you ask somebody that question? And these young ass niggas are going to answer because A, but they want that clout, and B, this is what they think interviewing is, like big old trigger-led fucking questions. And that nigga really answered, like he laughed off his question, but at the same time, nigga, you had the audacity to ask somebody that question. You're trying to get somebody incriminated, even though that they already incriminating themselves in the music. You trying to get somebody incriminated, and you trying to do that with a fucking stutter. Slap yourself, nigga. Slap yourself. And if you ever want to come on the Low Main's Asylum show, Flacco, I keep giving this fucking request out to a lot of people. If you want to come on the show, we don't even got to talk. We'll turn on the camera. We don't even gotta put on gloves. We going toes, nigga. Like toes. Hands, toes. Now, because why? Let's talk about it. Because you were over here disrespecting the fuck out of people, bruh. With your damn fucking stutter. Sounds stupid as fuck and still disrespecting people. Makes no sense. Niggas like that is what give us the wrong names, bro. And that nigga's African too. And like, I'm African. You're giving us Africans the wrongest name in the world, bro. You making it sound like some annoying, stuttering fucks. Which I'm one of them, like I'm one of two on. I stutter. I'm not annoying. Man, this nigga wants to come on the show, bro. Flacco, I'm throwing you this. It's not even a friendly fade, nigga. I'll slap the fuck out of you. I will slap the fuck out of you. Like, shit like that gets me so fucking heated because, bro, niggas try to be like Charlemagne, but don't have the respect and the backing that, like, comes behind it. Even though Charlemagne throws all those jabs, Charlemagne did his research. Charlemagne talks in a very clear and concise way. Flacco, none of that. None of that. Every single interview that I seen on No Jumper now with that nigga in it, I turned the fuck off because I ain't got no time for it. Fuck you, Flacco, coming straight from the Low Major Asylum's mouth. Now, I liked another guy on there. Shouts out to Lush. That nigga was super dope. He came from the battle rapping world. He had a great personality on interviews, did very amazing while working with people. I really liked how he conducted himself. Now, most of the time, a lot of people joked on him because he was the older guy and he would try to do a lot of old raps. Like, you know, he had this nickname called Cocaine Bot. So he would try to do all these like, you know, 90s huh, raps, you know, Cocaine Bot, huh, like that type shit. And I liked his style. I really liked his style because he got a lot of people to go into a rapping competition together. He also got a lot of conversations to start. He always added amazing things into the conversation without taking anything away. He sat there and tried to turn Flacco and make Flacco seem like an actual human being to the rest of the world. And we all know that that nigga's a gremlin that was like raised under a fucking bridge for 16 years and all he ate was pubic hair. And, you know, Lush gave a fucking creature like that a chance. You know, and he sat down with him on plenty of interviews. And this nigga Flacco had the audacity to call out Lush for a fade. Nigga, this is your fade right here. I'm standing right here, nigga. Right here. Treat you like how America got treated when they came to Somalia. That is where the AKA came from. The Black Hawk Down AKA. Exactly. Come over here, bro. Just get treated just like that. I swear to God, bro. Now, he calls out Lush on one of the interviews back in the days. Lush is a peace, go love it, man. Now, I loved, like, and I was starting to really get in touch and really start to like the 101s that AD and T-Rail and Lush would have. Fuck Flacco. When like those niggas are like inside the room, like the back and forth that they would have about like, you know, pop culture topics, about things going on in the hip hop world, things going on in their world. It was always a great conversation because I liked all their points of views and they literally knew how to convey their mindset over to the listener of that podcast at that time. So I really do appreciate that. Some shit happened in the background, y'all, that like, all right, so AD had his own side podcast at the same time he was doing No Jumper. It was called Community. Now, some people might think that I'm saying community, as in C-U-M. I'm not. I'm saying C-U-H, community. So he has Community, which is another podcast that they sit down, him and his older brother, Ace Boy Pun or something. I like AD. AD's super dope. Again, like some of these personalities, I'm like, why are they even on fucking video? The Ace Boy Pun guy. This older motherfucker that sits inside of a room with younger cats and wants to put in his 2 cents to all these younger cats like it's him going through the shit. Like, nah, bro. No. Get a fucking job, Ace Boy Pun. Get a fucking job. AD has Community, a fucking amazing ass show. Has a lot of people come through. Now, that's what he has going on the side, AD. T-Rell, on the other side, has Back on Fig, which is another podcast on the side that he has that he made. Same preface as Community. Got the homies coming in. We sit down. We talk about pop culture. We talk about hip hop news, and we make it through our day. T-Rell has a co-host named Smack. Smack is hilarious. I ain't got nothing bad to say about Smack. The only two people that I got anything bad to say about is that Ace Bone Pun nigga and that Flacco nigga. It's Flacco, I don't know. YouTube. So, Back on Fig is T-Rell and Smack. Smack is hilarious. Smack did a lot of cameos on No Jumper, and I think he was part of that employment also. They did amazing things when they got onto the No Jumper platform. They made their own little side gigs, which was amazing. But Lush, T-Rell, AD gave nothing but loyalty over to No Jumper and Adam 22. So I heard out of nowhere, words through the grapevine, I heard whispers that Lush was going on Discord after a few podcasts and stuff, and he was over here telling people how much people were getting paid and who's about to lose their job in the next 6 months, and how he thinks that he's better than everybody, and there was allegedly there was plenty of talks had with Lush about this. And Adam said that he had plenty of talks to stop going on Discord and giving out so much information as soon as you're done with the show here. Like, nigga, you just finished a show that you were just talking. You don't gotta go on another platform to keep fucking talking. Take a chill. All this never came out. All this is still alleged. We still don't know if this is real because we never heard the Discord episodes of Lush saying all this stuff. So we don't know. Last week, while Lush and some other homies were making a podcast, just like I said, let's say that I drop my podcast on Tuesdays, strictly on the low main. Let's say that I got a Wednesday podcast that drops with all the other personalities on there. So, give me a break. Hold on. Give me a second. I sauce on my burrito, baby. Cause you look good to me. Hot sauce on my burrito, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, you boys and girls, take this time to roll up your joints. Grab your cold ones. We coming back in a second. Make sure to grab your cold ones. Roll up, roll up, roll up. Pack that bone. Roll up, roll up, roll up. Pack that bone. Roll up, roll up, roll up. Pack that bone. Roll up, roll up, roll up. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back to it. My bad. I hope that you were packing your bong at that same time that I took a nice little pause on you. Let's go back to the story though. We're talking about how Adam came on live show on the live show where Lush was sitting down with the homegirl. I forgot her name, my bad, but she runs the Bar City. He sat down and he was like, yo, Lush, man, you lied to me, bro. Called him out on live video, telling everyone that apparently he's a snake. And he is giving away a lot of information about the No Jumper platform. At the same fucking sit down, in the same fucking breath that Adam was saying all this, he also fired him on live video. Some of y'all might not call that as a firing because he literally said, until the investigation is over and until we find out exactly what's going on, you should probably take a break from No Jumper. And that's why he left and never came back. So he did get fired. This nigga fired him on live video. After he fired Lush on live video, he sits down in a nightly podcast on that night, and he says that he told AD that he no longer wants him on the Tuesday show. And on top of that, he said, I just want you for the news, and if you want to talk about your contract, we can still talk about your contract. After some nigga gave him the undying loyalty of everything, you want to just cut him off that easily. Adam, that's some snake shit. That is some cold-hearted snake shit. Even though I understand that these niggas were having a lot of points of views about your other interviews that you were doing on the side, you could have a conversation with them on the side. Be like, hey, B, I really don't like how you're speaking about my interviews like that. Now, even though I'm sitting down with problematic people, I would still appreciate and still enjoy if you gave me the fucking same respect that you give every other motherfucker walking in this place. And stop talking bad about my other podcast episodes because I want those to get played too. He could have simply had that conversation, but nope. He said, nah, bro, I'm going to only need you for two things. And this is the thing that he knew. That T-Rel and Smack and Lush, all of them, all fucked with each other big time. So if he let go of AD, and he knew if he let go of AD, all the others would leave. He said that himself. He's like, I knew if AD walked, the rest of them would walk with him. And that's exactly what happened, bro. He let AD go. T-Rel left with him. Smack left with him. Lush never came back because Lush got fired. Duno, shouts out to Duno. Duno left because AD got him into there. All the great personalities now on No Jumper are gone. And we're left with a fat, stuttering, blabbing motherfucker that does not know how to ask concise and mature questions. And we got the homie Adam22 that is more worried about his porn game than anything else, which is not bad, you know. Shouts out to Plug Talk. He interviews porn stars, then him and his girl have sex with said porn star at the end of the podcast. That seems like there's a lot of money in it, Adam. That could be the right jump for you, Adam. I think that is exactly what you should be doing, Adam. Now, with that being said, he was like, oh, bro, I was losing more money on AD and T-Rel and Lush on their podcast than I was actually making. News to you, my nigga. A lot of people watched your platform because of them niggas. Because of how they interacted with each other, because of their personalities, because of how they were inside of interviews. You know, when it's just Adam inside the room, I normally don't watch those interviews. It's not because it's boring, but that's only one mindset that I get. And that's one just kind of boring ass mindset of, I'm not trying to say Adam is boring. This nigga asks the same exact questions on every single podcast. So where'd you come from? And then now he knows that that's such a big thing to the African American community on where'd you come from. So he makes that a bigger deal now. Oh yeah, where'd you guys come from? That nigga. So just like the AKA Black Hawk Down, No Jumper is in the same realm to me right now. I feel like that's a kingdom that is falling, that has no more feet to stand on. And I wish Plug Talk but the best with Adam and his girl, but the way that No Jumper is going right now and the personalities that we got in there, that's a losing game. That's a thing that I'm not going to be tuning into anymore. I'm going to be... And to be straight, quite frank with you, I don't think there's any oomph left in No Jumper. You know, two parties can be wrong and right at the same time, but I don't think there's any more life left in No Jumper. I wish the best for the community. I messed that up already. I wish the best for Back on Fig. I wish the best for community, AD and T-Rel. I wish the best for motherfucking Lush out there.
Flacco, we're just gonna pass by your name. We're just gonna definitely pass by your name. But ladies and gentlemen, if you are having some underlying beef like the no jumper is having on this week, just know that that is a losing battle. Whenever that you go to beef with your friends like that, and you make people rethink their loyalty for you, that will definitely open up a black hole in your friendship. Take that as some sort of advice, food for thought, whatever you want to take it as. Put that inside your joint and smoke it. Again, y'all, thank you for joining me on this beautiful occasion. It's another beautiful Tuesday that just passed us. Make sure to follow your boy on Instagram, Fresh Prince of the _West, Snapchat, Lomay1990. Fuck with me. I'll fuck with you back. Now, next week, I promised y'all this week that we were going to sit down with Jason. But next week, I promise you, we're going to sit down with Jason Mullet Man himself, bro. I can't wait for y'all to meet him. We got a lot of cool things in store for that episode. I know that I said that I was going to make it on this one. Again, y'all, I've been sick. You know, give me a je ne sais quoi of some sorts. With that being said, drink your water, tip your bartender. Peace.